Hello everyone in Drive. Sophia Greenfield. And I am absolutely delighted you're here with me today. We're about to explore some incredibly powerful health insights, and I can assure you, your body is going to be grateful you listened. If this is your first time visiting our community, I warmly invite you to subscribe. Think of it as joining a family dedicated to vibrant health. And if you could give this video a quick like, it helps us share this vital information with even more amazing people, just like yourself. I truly cherish connecting with all of you, so please take a moment to tell me in the comments where in the world you're watching from today. If you're past the age of 60, does this sound familiar? Let me be clear. This is far more than a simple annoyance of getting older. It's a thief that steals your restorative sleep, chips away at your daytime energy, and can even threaten the independence you cherish. Recent studies have shown that a staggering 78% of older adults make at least one simple, common mistake before bed that dramatically increases their nighttime urination. But today, you are going to learn precisely what to stop doing, so you can finally reclaim full nights of deep, uninterrupted sleep. These constant awakenings can leave you feeling exhausted, irritable, and with little energy to enjoy the things you love. Perhaps you've already started avoiding liquids in the evening, or even turned down social outings because you dread the inevitable nighttime interruptions. What you may not realize is that there are 5 seemingly innocent habits, things you probably do every single day, that are the true culprits behind this frustrating situation. Today, I'm going to reveal each one and show you how to fix them, simply and for good. Before I share these discoveries that can't really transform your nights, I need a little support from you. Please press that like button if you value your quality of life and want to wake up feeling refreshed each morning. Subscribe so you never miss out on breakthroughs that can change your sleep forever. And please comment below and share how many times a night you find yourself getting up. Your engagement fuels our research and allows us to bring life-changing information to thousands. Many people don't fully grasp that waking up frequently to urinate, a condition medically known as nocturia, isn't just a natural part of aging. It's a clear signal that something in your daily routine is out of balance. And this imbalance can have far more serious consequences than you might think. Medical research has established a direct link between the fragmented sleep caused by nocturia and an increased risk of nighttime falls, cardiovascular issues, cognitive decline, and even depression in older adults. When you're forced out of bed multiple times, your body never gets the chance to sink into the deepest, most restorative stages of sleep, especially REM sleep. This is the critical phase when your brain consolidates memories and your body performs cellular repair. This means that besides feeling tired, you are actively depriving your body of its essential healing and regeneration processes. Over time, this chronic deprivation can accelerate the aging process, weaken your immune system, and diminish your ability to concentrate and make clear decisions. But here is the wonderful news that will change your perspective. In the vast majority of cases, nocturia in older adults isn't caused by complicated medical issues. It's driven by specific, everyday habits that can be easily corrected. Through decades of research in sleep medicine and geriatric, we've identified 5 key behaviors that, when changed, can drastically reduce or even completely eliminate the need to wake up at night. Each strategy I'm about to share is built on solid scientific evidence and has been tested by thousands of people who have seen extraordinary results. Habit 1: the evening liquid mistake. You might think the advice here is obvious, but the reality is far more complex and surprising. Most people make the mistake of only cutting back on water before bed, while continuing to consume other foods and beverages that contain hidden liquids, and these are often even more problematic for your sleep. Here's the fascinating thing that happens inside your body. When you consume any liquids within the 3 hours before you go to sleep, your kidneys keep right on processing those fluids. This happens at the exact time when they should be slowing down urine production for the night. Furthermore, many older adults don't realize that things like soups, fruits with high water content like watermelon and melon, hot beverages such as herbal teas, and even some medications contain significant amounts of liquid that will accumulate in your bladder overnight. Let me tell you the inspiring story of Margaret, a 70-year-old from Phoenix, Arizona, who for years was waking up 4 to 5 times every single night. She had tried everything, restricting water, taking medications, and was even considering surgery. Margaret told me, "I was desperate. My sleep was completely shattered, and I felt like a prisoner of my own bladder. That's when she discovered that her nightly cup of chamomile tea and the bowl of soup she had with dinner were contributing far more to her problem than she had ever imagined. After she applied the full strategy I'm about to teach you, Margaret was able to reduce her bathroom trips to just once a night within 2 weeks. The benefits of correcting this one habit go far beyond just sleeping better. When you stop overloading your kidneys before bed, your body can naturally produce more vasopressin. This is a crucial hormone that concentrates your urine and signals your body to produce less of it overnight. This means you not only urinate less, but also achieve a deeper, more restorative sleep. You wake up feeling more rested and have more energy during the day for the activities that truly matter to you. To put this into practice, set a liquid curfew 3 hours before your usual bedtime. If you typically go to sleep at 10 p.m., your cutoff for all liquids should be 7 p.m. And this includes water, teas, coffee, juices, soups, high-minus liquid fruits, and even things like ice pops. For those with reduced mobility, you can prepare a very small amount of water by your bedside for true emergencies or to take essential medications. If you have diabetes or take medications that cause thirst, speak with your doctor about adjusting your hydration schedule to concentrate your liquid intake during the earlier parts of the day. Months later, Margaret told me, "I can't believe something so simple changed my life so dramatically. I sleep like I did when I was 50, and my energy during the day has tripled. My grandchildren are amazed." Habit to late dinners and bladder-minus activating foods. This is a mistake that an estimated 85% of older adults make without ever realizing they are sabotaging their own sleep. The timing of your meals and the specific types of foods you consume in the afternoon and evening have a direct and powerful impact on how often you'll need to urinate overnight. When you eat dinner too close to your bedtime, especially if that meal contains foods with natural diuretic properties, you are essentially programming your bladder to fill up while you sleep. Foods like tomatoes, cucumbers, celery, asparagus, watermelon, coffee, green tea, chocolate, and even some herbs like parsley and cilantro contain compounds that stimulate urine production. The problem is made worse because many of these foods are considered healthy, so people consume them freely, completely unaware they are creating a vicious cycle of nighttime awakenings. The science behind this is fascinating. Your digestive system needs approximately 3 to 4 hours to fully process a meal. During this time, especially when you are lying down, digestion slows, and the diuretic compounds from your food circulate longer in your system, prolonging their effect on your kidneys. Additionally, high-sodium foods, which many older adults consume in excess, cause your body to retain water during the day and then release it precisely when you should be sleeping. Let me share the transformative story of Robert, a 68-year-old retiree from Tampa, Florida, who was a true night owl when it came to his meals. Robert was in the habit of eating dinner around 8:30 p.m., often followed by a snack at 9:30 p.m. that always included fresh tomatoes, cucumbers, and a cup of green tea to aid digestion. He confessed to me, "I would wake up like clockwork at 1 o'clock or 3:30 single day, 30 a.m. and 5:30 and to urinate. I thought it was just my age, but I was feeling like a zombie during the day." After adjusting his dinner time to 6:30 p.m. and eliminating diuretic foods after 4 p.m., Robert experienced a radical change in just 10 days. He started waking up only once a night, and after 3 weeks, he was able to sleep for 6 continuous hours without interruption. To implement this strategy, make it a rule to have your last meal at least 4 hours before bed, ideally between 5:30 p.m. and 6:30 a.m. And create a list of sleep-friendly foods and nighttime enemies. Friendly foods include lean proteins, rice, sweet potatoes, bananas, oats, and vegetables like broccoli and carrots. Your enemies are all the diuretic foods I mentioned, plus alcoholic beverages, which might make you feel sleepy initially but will cause frequent awakenings later. If you have time constraints or take medications with food, talk to your doctor about how to adjust your routine safely. Robert recently told me, "I've completely changed my relationship with food and sleep. Now, I eat dinner like a king at 6 o'clock p.m. and sleep like a baby. My wife is impressed, and I feel 10 years younger." Habit 3. The just minus in minus case bathroom visit. This habit might seem like a clever strategy, but it's actually one of the most dangerous traps that keeps older adults stuck in the nocturia cycle. When you use the bathroom as a precaution before bed, even when you don't feel a real urge, you are training your bladder to function at smaller volumes and creating a pattern that perpetuates itself throughout the night. What most people don't understand is that the bladder is an extremely adaptable muscle. It's a creature of habit that learns from your repetitive behaviors. When you constantly empty it before it's truly full, you are essentially teaching it that it doesn't need to expand to store urine inefficiently. Over time, this significantly reduces your bladder's functional capacity, causing it to send urgent signals even when it contains only a small amount of urine. The physiology behind this is complex but fascinating. A healthy adult bladder can comfortably store between 300 to 500 milliliters of urine before sending urgent signals to the brain. However, when you develop the habit of urinating out of precaution, your bladder may start sending these signals with only 100 to 150 milliliters, creating a false sense of urgency that interrupts your sleep. Meet Dorothy, a 74-year-old widow from Seattle, Washington, who developed what she called her safety ritual. Dorothy explained, every night, even when I didn't feel the urge, I'd go to the bathroom just to be safe. I thought I was being smart, but I ended up creating a monster. What happened was that Dorothy would wake up just 2 hours later with the sensation of a full bladder, when in fact, she had simply trained her body to function at a reduced capacity. After applying the bladder retraining technique he'll teach you, Dorothy managed to gradually increase her storage capacity and now sleeps 5 to 6 continuous hours regularly. To break this cycle safely and effectively, start by applying the real need rule. Only use the bathroom before bed if you truly feel a clear and unequivocal need. If you don't feel the urge but feel anxious, try to distract yourself for 15-20 minutes with a relaxing activity like reading or listening to soft music. In most cases, you'll find the need was just anxiety. If you have a history of incontinence or take diuretic medications, talk to your doctor about the best retraining protocol for your specific situation. Dorothy told me months later, I can't believe I was creating my own problem. Now I have full confidence that my body knows what it's doing. And I sleep so much better knowing I'm not a slave to my own anxiety. Habit for sleeping in the wrong position. This is a revolutionary discovery that even few health professionals are aware of. The position you sleep in and the way you use your pillows have a direct and measurable impact on how often you need to urinate during the night. Most older adults sleep in a way that inadvertently creates additional pressure on the bladder and compromises circulation, affecting the normal function of the urinary system. When you sleep on your stomach or in positions that covers your abdomen, you are creating direct physical pressure on the bladder, which can make its end full signals even when it's not. Additionally, incorrectly positioned pillows can affect blood circulation and venous return. This causes fluid that accumulated in your legs and ankles during the day to be redistributed back into your circulatory system overnight, increasing urine production at the exact time you should be sleeping. The biomechanics behind this are impressive. When you sleep on your side with a pillow between your knees, keeping your spine aligned, you allow the bladder to rest in its natural position without external pressure. Furthermore, this position improves venous return, reducing the amount of fluid that needs to be eliminated during the night. Recent studies show that people who sleep in the correct position can reduce nocturia by up to 40% with just this simple change. Let me share the impressive story of Frank, a 71-year-old ex-military man from Denver, Colorado who had always slept on his stomach because he found it more comfortable. Frank told me, I served in the army for 30 years and always slept that way. I never imagined my sleeping position could be causing my nighttime problems. He was consistently waking up 3 times a night and was seriously considering seeing a urologist. After learning about the connection between sleep position and nocturia, Frank gradually transitioned to sleeping on his side with a pillow between his legs. In just 2 weeks, he reduced his nighttime bathroom trips to once or twice, and after a month, he began sleeping through the night completely uninterrupted on some nights. To implement this change comfortably, start by sleeping on your side, preferably the left side, which is better for circulation. Place a medium-firmness pillow between your knees to keep your spine aligned. Use a head pillow that keeps your neck in a neutral position, whether too high or too low. If you've always slept on your stomach, make the transition gradually. Start by leaning slightly to your side and use pillows for support until the new position feels natural. Frank recently told me, I changed something as simple as how I sleep, and I feel like I've discovered a secret no one told me. I sleep better, wake up less, and even my back pain has improved. I should have learned this years ago. Isn't it incredible how a simple change in sleeping position can have such transformative results? Before we move on, I want to make a special request. If this information is valuable to you, please show your support by leaving a like on this video. This helps us enormously to continue bringing research and discoveries that can transform lives. Habit 5D. The wrong room temperature and pajamas. This is probably the most underestimated and surprising factor affecting nocturia, but it's one that can have the most dramatic impact when corrected. The temperature of your bedroom and the clothes you wear to sleep directly influence your urine production through hormonal and circulatory mechanisms that most people are completely unaware of. When your room is too warm or you wear sleepwear that doesn't allow for proper thermal regulation, your body enters a state of thermal stress. This interferes with the natural production of vispirocin, that hormone responsible for concentrating your urine overnight. Additionally, excessive heat causes vasodilatation, the widening of blood vessels, and changes in circulation that led to more fluids being filtered by your kidneys, exactly when they should be in nighttime saving mode. The physiology here is fascinating. During normal sleep, your body temperature naturally drops by about 1 to degrees Celsius or 2 to 3 degrees Fahrenheit. This reduction is one of the key signals the body uses to increase vispirocin and melatonin production. When the environment is too hot above 20 degrees Celsius or 68 degrees Fahrenheit, or you wear clothes that trap heat, you are interfering with this fundamental evolutionary process. Studies show that people who sleep in a controlled, cool environment can reduce nocturia by up to 50%. Meet Eleanor, a 16-year-old retired teacher from Miami, Florida, who had been battling nocturia for over 5 years. Eleanor told me, I always like to sleep warm, with the air conditioning off in thick flannel pajamas, even in the Florida heat. I thought it was just a personal preference. What Eleanor didn't know was that this preference was completely sabotaging her sleep. She was waking up 4 to 5 times a night, sweaty and with an urgent need to urinate. After learning about the connection between temperature and nocturia, Eleanor invested in a quiet bedroom air conditioner and switched to light breathable cotton pajamas. The transformation was impressive. In less than a week, she reduced her bathroom trips to twice a night, and after 3 weeks, some nights, she slept completely uninterrupted. To implement this thermal optimization, keep your room between 18-20 degrees Celsius 68 degrees Fahrenheit overnight. Use a fan, air conditioning, or simply open a window when the weather allows. Replace synthetic or very thick sleepwear with natural fabrics like cotton, linen, or bamboo that allow your skin to breathe. Use cotton sheets or other natural materials that don't trap body heat. Eleanor told me months later, I can't believe something as simple as the room temperature solved a problem that tormented me for years. Now I sleep like an angel, wake up rested, and feel younger and more energetic than I have in decades. Now that you've discovered the 5 habits that might be sabotaging your nights, let's talk about putting it all together. When implemented as a whole, these changes not only dramatically reduce nighttime urination, but also restore your confidence in your ability to have full nights of restorative sleep and days full of energy. The most extraordinary thing about these discoveries is that they put the control completely back in your hands. You don't need expensive medications or invasive procedures. You just need the willingness to make smart adjustments to habits you may not have even known were causing the problem. Remember, your body has an incredible capacity to adapt until when you provide it with the right conditions. It is never too late to start sleeping better. I sincerely hope these discoveries transform your life or the life of someone you deeply love. If you've watched this far, it's because you truly value your health and well-being, and that fills me with joy. Don't forget to subscribe and activate the notification bell so you'll always be the first to know about new strategies that can make all the difference. Remember, it's never too late to start living better. Until our next encounter, take care of yourself with kindness and wisdom.